Today we are installing this IAG Air Oil Separator V3 Street Series onto the lifted STI. Let's go ahead and separate some air and some oil. First things first, we need to go ahead and get all the parts laid out, make sure I have everything I'm needing to go ahead and get this install taken care of. Then I'm gonna be taking care of taking out the good old intercooler here, which I do believe I'm gonna go through and straighten out those fins after I get this AOS installed. A lot of coolant hosing, a lot of piping, tubing, all that fun stuff is in my near future. So ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's go. That's not looking too pretty. Good thing I'm replacing all that. I already put this together. This is apparently the block breather hose and the supplied Y fitting. So I need to put these clamps onto here. So I'm going to put the first one on. See, the barb is about right there. Should do the trick. Hopefully these are wide enough. These needle nose pliers, that is. Oh, that ain't bad. Oh, I was afraid of that. Let's try that again. Well, this was a complete pain in the ass to put on there, but let's go ahead and see this is how this little clamp works. It simply folds over and clips into this little groove right there. Not sure if that's even in focus on this GoPro, but at this point, you get the point. I need to put this second one on. Let me flip that around this way, right down here at the bottom of this hose, and it shouldn't be as hard since there's not the barb from this going into the hose there. And here, click, there it is. That's it. Got some silicone grease. Don't need a lot, I couldn't imagine, but this is gonna help it slip over the block hose a little easier. Let's coat inside there, make it all slippery. Can't get to the wiring harness retaining tab, not sure what it looks like, so I can't see underneath it. So I'm actually just going to take the bracket for the wiring harness off first, because that's going to have to happen anyway. And then I'm going to pull the retaining tab off. See if I can get to this other bolt. Am I genius? Yes. Yes, I am. Come to Papa. Where the hell did that bolt go? It's not there anymore. What the fuck? Did it fall into the twilight zone? Yeah, found it. Yeah, there it is. Come on. There we go. That's released. Now I can see the retaining tab. Look at that. Switch instructions around makes it a little easier. Not sure why the instructions don't have you do this, but sometimes you gotta forge your own path. Making progress. Oh, there we go. There we go. Get rid of this clunker. The instructions did have me release the oxygen sensor. I didn't go far enough down. There. Look at that. It was meant to be there. What is this tomfoolery? Pull up. There we go. Got it. Time to start assembly on the AOS bracket. Let's do it. Alright, disregard my pile of tools and my mess. Now it's time to mount this bracket onto there. Always gotta have the instructions up. Looks like it wants me to mount this way, right there. Simple enough. To install the drain hose. Should be this guy right here with a 1/2 inch clamp. Should be this guy right here. I chose 1/2 inch clamp. all coolant hoses and all the fun stuff are run to the good old AOS. That's gonna do it for this evening. I'm gonna circle back tomorrow morning, and I need to, before I put the intercooler back on, go ahead and fix all these bent fins on the top and bottom. Might as well do that while I have it out. So I'll see you all in the morning. Well, it is now the next morning, well, early afternoon, and it's starting to sprinkle a little bit. I was gonna go ahead and straighten up the fins on this intercooler, but screw that, they're a little bit brittle. Actually, a lot of bit brittle. I did straighten out fins on the bottom of the intercooler. Just not gonna worry about the top, so it's time to bolt this thing back on in. Here's a daylight shot of all the hoses being run. Go into the factory system, PCV, inline valve, breather hoses all hooked up, and coolant hoses have been run already. So all that is done. Now it's just time to bolt in the intercooler itself, the blow off valve, and attach the hoses, and we are done. Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Gotta beat this rain. Letting the Subi get up to operating temperature. Everything is looking good. So far, I'm not seeing any leaks or anything like that. Everything on the access port is showing that everything is working as it should, which is great news. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing on up. Appreciate you stopping by and watching. Go ahead and click right up here to subscribe. Go ahead and click right up over here to check out a playlist of YouTube content. And until next time, peace.